Hey friends, it's Father Jay, joining you here from the courtyard at Calvary Episcopal Church, this great space that I think we move through and move around often, but don't always take the time to stop and appreciate. It will be blooming in all sorts of ways very soon. Of course, this beautiful tree, all of the plantings that are around here and that have been cared for years will come back into bloom as we move into spring. A sign of hope and a sign of rejuvenation, and we hope also an analogy for how we as a community will be able to come back together and enjoy life with one another again. As we move back into gathering in different ways, I hope that you will understand that we don't yet know how all of the different ways that we will gather and the ways that we have gathered will come back into our practice. Obviously, we are starting this weekend with worship for Palm Sunday, and even that worship will look a little bit different. You know, traditionally on Palm Sunday, for instance, we have a procession carrying palms either from the Old Well Hall or from the parish hall to the church. This year, walking together, singing, having our breath spread potential agents for infection didn't really make sense. So much of that will now have to happen in place in the church. At the same time, most folks will, because of the limitations that we are working with, continue to have to join us online through YouTube. And I think it is a challenge because we shut down so quickly. It seemed like almost overnight things went from more or less normal, as we had known normal, to a whole different way of worshiping, gathering virtually and so forth. And so I guess there's this sense that we may just come right back. But it won't probably work that way. We will have to take small steps along the way, just as our communities are taking more and more steps to reopen, in order to make sure that we do that safely, that we don't inadvertently cause the spread of virus, and that we make these steps sustainable. And I would like to be able to tell you what those steps are and the order in which they will come. But even that is something that we are working out as we progress. We know right now we can worship in person, and we can have small groups of people meet together in person for a limited time. When those meetings take place, we want to always make sure that there's an online option for folks who are not yet able or comfortable meeting in person. But beyond that, things like fellowship, things like parish-wide events, coffee hours, after services, all of those sorts of things are things that we are still working through, things that we are still looking to understand how to do safely. And I will be working, of course, with the Vestry on all of these decisions. There are some decisions that the Vestry will take responsibility for and need to make, particularly when it comes to use of our facilities and use of our grounds. That is traditionally a vestry role. The role of the clergy is to oversee worship. So when we worship, how we worship, the procedures that we use for worship, that's an area that I have primary responsibility for. And of course, we'll be looking to the vestry and looking to folks who have different parts of ownership in the service to help guide those decisions. And all of these decisions, of course, we take with the direction, with the guidance, with the pastoral care of our diocese and of our bishop. And all of these decisions, we are trying to factor in both the needs and the concerns and the desires of the Calvary community, as well as the reality of the needs and the concerns and the welfare of the broader community. So as we go along, please know that all of these factors are being taken into consideration, but our hope is to move as steadily forward as we can sustainably, meaning that once we take a step, hopefully that will allow us to continue in that way until we can open more broadly. So we may be a little conservative initially. The other thing to consider is that some things may not return to the way that they were before the pandemic. Some of that has to do with practices that we will need to be aware of in order to lessen the transmission of any variants, new kinds of viruses, and so forth. And also, this gives us an opportunity, this time gives us an opportunity to discern and use good judgment and say, you know, this piece wasn't working. Let's look for a new way to try. This is a time that also gives us the opportunity to make small experiments in the ways that we gather, in the ways that we share our lives with one another, in the ways that we worship with one another. So we'll walk through each of those and explore each of those together, but just know that all of this is moving in a direction we hope that will allow Calvary to come back together even more unified, even more aware of our commitments to one another and our commitments to the call and the mission of Christ in this place and in this community and in this world. So I look forward to seeing you soon at services. And until that time, may God bless you and keep you. May God's face shine upon you and give you peace. Amen.